Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, September 30th. Several things here I want to cover. First of all, we apparently have some big geomagnetic storms coming in today, the 30th, and tomorrow, the 1st. I get my information a lot from Mr. MB333. He covers that kind of stuff. So he brought a video out yesterday talking about that, hitting today, hitting tomorrow. Alexander Quinn also tends to talk about that kind of things. He did a video a day or so talking about it. I'm going to say go watch both of them. Alexander Quinn, Starseed, Mr. MB333. They both have really good information about solar storms and ascension symptoms and energetic things coming in from the sun. I have watched our phones act up all week. We've got Mercury retrograde just kicked in earlier this week. So the phones have been acting really, really stupid. Also, last Friday and Monday, the Federal Reserve was not sending money over like it normally does. It was taking way longer. So I'm not saying there was a shutdown, but there was a major slowdown of money going through, and just more so than normal. So something was going on down there. So this is what I want to say. There are enough things going on in the atmosphere right now that we do not have control of, that if you have bills that need to be paid, I would do that now, because there is a possibility you might not be able to access your money here sometime soon. If you need to make your mortgage payment, your car payment, any kind of important payments that if you couldn't pay them, you're going to be sitting there wishing you had, I would do that now. Don't delay. This could get serious here before long. It just feels like there's a lot of stuff going on in the background that anything could cause a disruption in us being able to access our money. If you need to take cash out, I would do that. I'm sure most of you are already prepared for this, but my rent was due and an insurance bill was due, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to wait until the last minute. I'm going to go ahead and get this done so I don't have to worry about getting caught with my pants down. There was another video that I watched. Well, I started to watch it. I didn't get the whole thing done. I want to go back and see it. It was really interesting. Ellen Fisher, the Ellen Fisher podcast, and she was interviewing a guy named Zubu. I guess I don't know exactly who he is, but they were starting to talk about the division of what was going on, and how every time in history when the bad guys were always trying to make something happen, they were hitting at that division, and how more and more people are starting to wake up to that. Which leads me to yesterday. I had a closing that came in at 2:00. It didn't get started for about 50 minutes because the closing package showed up late. And so they sat in the closing room with the door open talking for almost an hour. And I got to listen to what they were talking about because they were talking really loud. And one of the agent's wife is in the medical profession. And they were talking about all of the people leaving the medical profession because they were either getting fired or they were leaving because they were not going to get the And he was like, I'm telling you guys, they're not telling the truth. She comes home and she talks about these really bad rashes that everybody's getting from the and nobody's talking about that. And so it was just like really fascinating to listen to that whole conversation. And it was a mixture of people. Some of them I would say very religious, because I even think one of them was a preacher. And I overheard him say that. And, we got one in the medical field. We've got mixed races. I mean, it was like all the gamuts of conversation. And they all seemed to be hopefully on the same page about what they were having the conversation. Some had masks on, some did not. It was just really interesting to hear the conversation. And while we think that so many people are divided, that presentation yesterday did not feel like they were divided. It felt like they were all on the same page. And when he left, I said everybody else was gone, and I said to the agent that's wife's in the medical field, I said I wasn't eavesdropping, but I could hear what you guys were talking about, and I said I support your views 100%. And he's like, I've been doing a lot of reading, and he goes, I don't know if this V is the mark of the beast or not, but there's something going on, and so that was just nice to be able to listen to that conversation. And I feel like there are lots of these conversations going on more and more all the time, because again, things have been so ridiculous lately that it can't be talked about. So it's just like, it's not being swept under the rug. So whatever the white hats are doing to wake people up, it seems to be working. So again, have patience. More and more people seem to be catching on to the agenda and what has been going on. So I think that's it. I've talked about the major energies coming in. Get your bills paid. Don't get caught with your pants down and not be able to access your money in the bank, because it could be happening here soon. Janine also did a video for the month of October, and I guess there were 6 out of 7 major arcana cards that came out in that reading. For anybody who does tarot, major arcana means life events, major life events, not emotions, not thoughts, but major things that happen in a person's life. October is going to be a busy month. It's going to be some crazy stuff going on. So I'm just going to say, it's like, I feel like it's getting really, really exciting, and hold on to your britches. So if you have anything else you want to say, I love to hear it. I will talk to you later. Bye.